Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Robin and I'm a wedding first dance choreographer. So today I'm going to be giving you the basics of the dance style that got me into partner dancing, New Style Hustle. For those who do not know, I am one of the founders of the movement New Style Hustle. If you haven't heard of this dance style, you can Google it or check YouTube. We are all over the internet. This is a new twist on the partner dance of the 70s, the hustle. It is very similar basics, but there is a little twist on the foundation. And I do oftentimes use these basics for a lot of the wedding dances that I do. So if you want to learn those foundational elements, this is the video for you. I'm going to be breaking everything down and giving you my best tips, tricks, and techniques. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on in.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the followers' basic footwork. I like to teach this to everyone, even the leaders, so that everyone understands how the follower is moving and so that everyone understands the basic hustle timing, which is and 1, 2, 3. So we start off with the right foot back and step forward on the left foot 1, step together right 2, step together left 3. And 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to try it a little faster. And 1, 2, 3. And 1. Little faster now. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to go ahead and turn it on the 2, 3. We turn first to our right, and then after our and 1, we turn to our left 2, 3. So we have and 1, turn right 2, 3, and 1, turn to the left 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. Now we can go ahead and have fun playing with the arms on the and 1. So whenever you have a free arm, this is mostly for the followers, but also the leaders. Whenever you have a free arm, you're free to style it however you want. A little pro tip here, you always want to make sure that your elbows are not poking outwards because you could hit your partner. You want to keep your elbows close to your head and slide everything down close to your body when you're styling. So it's good to practice that here. We have and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Have fun with this. 2, 3, and 1. So now we're going to practice a little connection exercise. We're just going to lean into each other with our hands cupped and then lean away from each other. We are initiating from our body here. So we are pushing towards each other to feel that connection and then leaning away. So now we can practice that basic step with that same idea in mind. We have and 1, come in, press 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. And notice how the leader is just using his body weight to lean away on the and 1 and then come towards me on the 2, 3. Now, before we go any further, note how the leader is facing directly towards the mirror with his shoulders facing forward and the follower is facing him. So the follower is facing sideways. So it would be as if the leader is facing north-south and the follower is facing east-west. So now moving on to the basic send out, he's going to bring me in first so we get to this closed position, and then he's going to send me back out on the 2, 3. So we have and 1, bring me in 2, 3. I have my and 1 as he leans away, and then he sends me back out 2, 3, and 1. 2, my arm stays straight, my other hand, my left hand goes to his shoulder. And notice here how the leader is not doing any footwork, he is using his body weight to control me. And 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. Moving on to our bridge. So the leader is just going to lift that arm up and over the follower's head. And just like in the basic warm-up, the follower is turning to the left and then back towards the right. So we have and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and again, the leader is just leaning, using his body weight and guiding me with that hand, making sure that hand goes up and over my head. He's going to finish by bringing me back into that closed position. So the next move is the cross body lead, and this is when the follower continues on the and 1, 2, 3, just moving east-west, and the leader clears that path, stepping across the street and stays on the sidewalk. So make sure the leader clears that path every time. So we're going to slow this down for you. The leader is going to shift on the 2 and then step open on his right foot 3, opening back up on the and 1. So he shifts on his left foot 2, steps on his right foot across the street 3, opens the left foot on and 1. Steps again with that left foot 2, steps on his right foot 3, finishes with the left foot 1, shifts 2, steps 3, and 1. So looking at that footwork, notice that little shift on the 2, step open 3, finish it out 1. Shift 2, step 3, open on 1. The follower is just doing that basic footwork just like before. The leader is staying pretty close to the follow here, not letting the follow get away. Stepping across the street, clearing the path every time. And we'll show you the upper body again. The leader is just guiding me across, making sure that that frame stays nice and strong, making sure that the leader is nice and upright, and you can finish that crossbody lead out by sending the follow back out. Now we're going to try the crossbody lead again, but without using the leader's left hand. So he's only using his right arm to control the follow, keeping a nice frame, staying very close to the follow, and it's really about the footwork, the proximity to the follow, and using that right arm and the frame to control the follow. So the next move is the wheel. You can think of this move kind of like a do-si-do. We're just switching positions. We're both doing that same basic step and 1, step across 2, switch places on 3, and 1, 2, 3. So the footwork here, we have and 1, 2, switch places 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. And slowing this down a bit, on the 2, we are shoulder to shoulder. So we're outstretching our right arms, and then our left arm is close to our left shoulder. So we're stepping close to each other on the 2 and then just exchanging places on the 3. So from this two-handed position, we're going to go into our next move, which is the Las Vegas. And this is actually going to help us change direction. So we could repeat all of those basic moves, but now on a different axis. Follower is now north-south and leader is now east-west. So now going back and breaking this move down, remember that this came from a wheel. So we're holding 2 hands and the leader is going to stop with his legs wide, blocking the lane, and this is going to be a signal that the follower is actually going to turn. So looking at that again, we have and 1, follower steps in right foot on 2 and then turns toward the right as the arms go out and up, and then the leader is going to re-grasp the outsides of the wrists on count 3. And then the leader is going to open the arms up on count 1 as the follow steps open on the right foot for their and then taps the left foot out to the side on 1. So now we're going to watch that move just with the feet, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. From there, the leader sends the follow across on the 2. So the follower steps right foot on 2 as the leader's right arm sends the follow across. And then the leader pushes that left arm away and switches hands so that now the follower is facing north-south and they're back to their open position. So looking at all of that again, we have and 1, 2, turn, re-grasp those wrists on 3, we have open on 1, cross the follow on 2, toss the follow out, switch hands 3, and then send them out on and 1. Then you can bring them back in for that basic step in that closed position. And from there, we're going to show you how you can use this move in all directions. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. So now we're going to go through all the moves, starting with the hesitation. And then from there, we have our basic and send out or throw out. And then we have our bridge, follow turns toward the left, and then turns toward the right. And then we bring it in for our crossbody lead and send it out. From there, we have our crossbody lead, but only using one arm. And then the leader sends the follow out. And from there, we have our wheel. This is with 2 hands. From there, the leader blocks the path and brings the follow up to the Vegas and send out. So now let's try it with some music.
Alright, that's all I've got for you for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you're notified every time I post a new video. I post helpful, inspiring, or entertaining videos at least once a week, sometimes more, and I would love to have you here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.